Yeah, we're trying our best. In a bit of a precarious position, to be fair. Don't think there's going to be enough charge left in that. Oh, is it that one? Oh, that might be flat. In that case, I have one here that I did earlier. Let's have a look, shall we? Oh, fucking average. Do you know what? I don't know why, but these tend to get very dusty very quickly. Hey, whatever. Awesome of awesomeness, but this one. That seems dirty on the inside, that one does, for some unknown reason. How do you get a thumbprint on the inside of there? Trying to alleviate as much dust as I possibly can. I don't feel the camera all the way up to this. Yeah, I've got a funny feeling that this particular one, which has got the question mark on it, is it's dead. Yeah, but I bought myself 2 more battery packs, and I recharged them up the other day, and it's turned out that it was a pretty good idea, I think. What do you reckon? Yeah? Right. So, if we turn you on, so that you're recording now, and you can lip sync this shit up, and then we can stick you on as well, so we can lip sync you up and all, can't we? And then we better get you put on. Oh, and by the way, you got the shit hinges to deal with today. Why is that? Because they're too fucking high. Lift you up a bit. Too far. That'll do. That's good enough. That's as best I can get it. It's going to get these put on. I am in the way here. I'm not illegally parked, but it's just inconvenient for everybody else to get around. So I'm definitely I'm annoying a few people. You know what I mean? Not intentionally though. For some unknown reason, this trailer seems to be sitting really high. I don't know why. The airbags seem to be quite full. Well, they were earlier anyway. But can I just about reach that, do you think? I might be able to. Yeah. I had to buy a new one of these hinges because it's I broke the other one. I opened the back door of the trailer and forgot about the... fuck me, I can't reach the bloody thing. Come on, down you go. Come on. Oh, this is going to be a cow. Okay, that'll have to do. Just about reach. Yeah, my little sliding here. I think I can get away with that. Yeah, I can get away with that, that's fine. I feel like I could just go a little bit further around. Nah, fuck it, it'll do. Come on then, let's go before people start shouting at me. They will, you know. Now, I was thinking this morning when I was sat in the yard, going, it's not going to be very good. Oh, here we go. Shut your fucking thing. Ugh. It's not going to be very good because it was pissing it down rain and very cold. But fortunately for us, it has warmed up. So I think we better get on with it, haven't we? Being as we are up here in Pontefract, we can. Oh, for fuck's sake! Yes, I know. I do it every fucking time. Oh. I keep forgetting to pop the fucking suspension. Right, yeah, door slammed, so it actually shuts, and we can now go that way. Anything coming? No, get in. I don't know how exciting this is going to be, but on the way in, it was. Yes, it was extremely interesting because my sat-nav decided that going down a dead end to access this point, which was a private road, was a good idea. Sane minds obviously prevailed and we didn't go that way, but it would not reroute, and so I had to put Google Maps on to find out where I was. I'd actually turned down a street and the sat-nav still was like, no, not doing it, no. 86, that shit, not doing it. And of course I'm struggling to find this place, and I turns down this street and I drive past the freaking gate of the place I wanted, and because the sun's blaring my eyeballs, I'm trying to freaking look at it. The sat nav's going all the way over there somewhere, and our Google Maps were doing exactly the same. So I'm like, how the fuck do you find places when they don't exist on the map? How's that possible? It does exist, obviously, because it's been there for donkey's years. It's just that the fucking information is crap. Luckily, the street name was okay, so I just had to look along the street. Now, I wasn't far off it, actually. So I had to back up the street and turn the gate, but it failed me. It fucking failed me. And I thought it was great because when I typed the postcode in, it came up with the street name, but it just wasn't having it. I mean, how the fuck it was expecting me to get to this place down a private street, which was a dead end, which turns into somebody's drive. I have no idea. I do seriously think I could do with having an update. But then again, even an update could possibly be a fuck up as well, couldn't it? You know what I mean? So, who's to say? But as we traverse this little bit of a road down here, trying to figure out where I've got to go and what I've got to do, nice and steadily. I'm only doing about 26 and 27 miles an hour. I ain't going very fast because, to be honest with you, I'm a bit like, well, is he going to tell me the right way? Yeah, you know what I mean? So you have to be a little bit vigilant when you're doing these kind of things, when you don't exactly know where you are and your sat nav is telling you lies. But it emphasises this one fundamental thing that you're going to get. Come on, people, sort yourselves out. Is that you can never take your sat nav as gospel. If it tells you you've got to go down somewhere, but using your common sense, you know full well that your vehicle ain't going down there, well then you don't go down there. You just keep on going on the main road until you either, if your sat nav then reroutes, then great. But if it doesn't, you just have to keep going and try and figure out another way around it. And if you can do it, then great. If your sat nav doesn't work, then you can resort to Google Maps, and then you can at least have a look at the street, the physical street, instead of just the lines on the screen, and to see if your vehicle can get down this particular way, and see if it'll take you to the front door. And if it doesn't take you to the front door, well, at least it'll take you somewhere near. Like, for example, today, fucking thing, unbelievable. Straight across, follow it round. Oh, another bendy bit. It's not bad round here, though, is it? It's all right. At least it's something interesting. But yes, we are up in Pontefract, and I'll keep emphasising that. Pontefract. A lot of people, and as me, one of them, you say Pontefract. Well, it's Pontefract actually. And I was quite surprised because every time I looked at it, I'm thinking, is this a Mandela effect? Well, I've always thought it was Pontefract, and it's not. It's actually Pontefract, or I remember seeing it as one. But hey, who's to say? It might be. You never know. You never know. Anywho, I'm on my way to Bradford, and I'm hoping that we can have at least a good run through some country lanes before we hit a motorway. I've got a funny feeling we might end up on the now then, that's a thought. It'll either be one of the two. It'll either be the A1 or it'll be the M1. I'm not sure, but I think it might well be the which way am I going? I reckon it'll be the A1 personally. I fucking hope so anyway. So I'll be yeah, well, because if it's the A1, it'll be a little bit more interesting than the M1, you know what I mean? But who's to say? Stop fucking rattling, you bag of crap. Right, we're gonna go this way. Keep over to the right of the lane as you position your vehicle to allow the arse end of your trailer to get round the curbing, and you don't want to get taken the posts off. But you have to keep an eye on your left hand side, remember. Why? Because you'll always get some crony who'll want to try and shoehorn himself down there. You can just about get a bike down it, but you just don't know. Yep, we can go nice and steady. See? Easy peasy. With junctions like that, I mean, as Big Sam would like me to say, to explain shit, because he likes when I do all this kind of explaining crap. When you come to junctions like that, as you know, you have to be vigilant of both directions. You can't just look for the one. You have to look for both. So you have to wait till both is clear. So even though fuck all comes from the right, you've still got to wait till the left is clear until you can make your manoeuvre, because you're going to take the whole road up. It's pretty obvious, really. This is rather nice, isn't it? Look at this. Hey, then I'll tell you what, I was umming and ahhing whether I was going to put the cameras on or not, you know. I was umming and ahhing because I wanted to find somewhere to park where I wasn't in the pigging way. Sound of minds prevailed though, and here we have it. Fucking look at that. I am so glad I put the cameras on. Apparently it's going to take around about 45 minutes from now, so it was a 50 minutes to an hour's kind of drive. It all depends how fast I go, you know what I mean? It's a bad fucking habit that is, missus. You want to pack that in? Oh dear. Yes, it is. Oh, see, if you look at it now, like, this is me, you, and everybody else who's watching this. This is brand new to me as well as it is to you. I have not been down here. At least I don't remember coming down here. I don't think I have. Nothing sounds familiar yet. We'll never know. I just can't remember. I don't think I have. So this is all new to me as it is to you. So as you're watching this wonderful countryside with the blue skies and the sun is out, pucker, it's always going to be an entertaining ride, isn't it? Just looking at the wilderness. It's great. The countryside puts a smile on my face and it gives me something to talk about while we're driving down here. You know, keep your eye out for things. Be vigilant. See what you can spot. It's nice to see that the speed limit is actually at a sensible speed. You know what I mean? Because I've been down roads like this where it's either 50 or 60. You know what I mean? I'm like, really? Why? You don't want to be going down that quick. 40 miles an hour. That's a amicable bit of a speed there, isn't it? It's nice, that is alright. Besides, it keeps the fucking, you know, we ain't gonna whiz by it, are we? We ain't gonna miss nothing then. And there you have the police speed check area. Okay. Right, just up here apparently we've got a sharp right hand turn. Is this a bend? I imagine it is, because there's chevrons in front and a fucking great big brick wall. With an exhaust pipe poking out of it. Must be a wood burner. That's got to be one of those wood burners, eh? Okay. What do they call them? It is a wood burner, right? It's got to be a wood burner. Right. What we got next? What's the next stunt we got to pull? Let's have a look, shall we? Because we're coming up to this very sharp turn, which may not be as sharp as it appears on the old twat nav now. It seems to have straightened itself out a little bit. It's up here. I've got to go up here, apparently. Have I? Really? No, it ain't. That's the 7.5 ton, ain't you, bell end? Can't go up there. Give me another road, you stupid thing. That's a 7.5 ton limit, couldn't you read? Ooh, that's not good. Phew. Telling me there's a 14-foot fucking bridge ahead? Ha ha! Yeah, I want to fucking slap you, do. Telling you. Yes, it is a giveaway, dear. I'm going up here. I'm going down there. The bridge is too fucking small. And I just spotted that bridge down there as well. It's got some whacking great big signs on it saying, "I'm too small for you. Go somewhere else." I'm like, oh, fucking hell, don't you worry. I'm going this way. Oh. And we can go. See what I mean by the sat nav doing this fucking weird thing now? I mean, why on earth would it's even got it labelled there? 7.5 ton. on the fucking road that it was trying to send me up. I'm like, are you stupid? When this is the main road. The main road. I give up sometimes, I really do. Fucking hell, I really do give up sometimes. La di da di da. Yeah. That's twice today now, but you know what, right? Up this area, my sat nav does tend to have problems. Yeah, it doesn't like to, you know, go by the rules. It likes to break the rules around here. Because there's another place at the top end where there's a netto, and it tends to send you all sorts of weird and wonderful ways, like, you know what I mean, like, you grow up. That's the road it wanted me to come out of there. But I don't get that. I mean, it says it's a 7.5 ton limit, right? It doesn't say except for, and even if it was except for, you still can't use it because you're not actually going there for the reason of the allowance, which would either be loading or offloading, right? You'd be using it as a fucking cut through. So again, it wouldn't be the right reasons. And yet you've got the main road hits a junction which allows all vehicles to go all the way around this bit. And I'm like, well, that should have been your main priority. Nothing else, just that. You should have ignored that little cut road and gone straight to the main bit. Oh, eh? I'm sure it's doing it to test me. I'm sure it is. It's thinking, oh no, I don't want to throw some wobblers at Jace. See if he's paying attention. No, fucking am, mate, don't you worry. Something different to look at again, look. Got a big wheel, or should I say half a wheel. It looks like a pulley wheel. I can imagine that being a pulley wheel off some sort of mine, like a pit of some sort, possibly. It's got a chance, innit? Yeah. Well, nothing else has jumped out at us just yet. It looks like we're on a B road apparently. The B, I think, is it the B road? Could be. B6133, which is it's a nice wide road actually. It's not like a piddly little track road, is it? It's quite nice. It's very relatively easy to drive down. Better than that fucking 7.5 ton road we was trying to get down. Oh, love it. Sun shining. Ooh, Snydale Villas. Does anybody know where that is? I haven't got a fucking clue where I am now. I'm lost, I'm telling you. I'm just hoping this thing ain't going to start doing some weird and wonderful shit and end up somewhere like fucking Skegness or something. I don't fucking know. I'd have to be driving for a long time for that, wouldn't I? It's alright, dude. You just pull out in front of me. Never even bother to slow down or fuck all. Just go for it, sunshine. You fucking spasticated wankstain. Honestly, some people are daft. But hey, whatever. Who cares? It's only me. I'm insignificant to you. Dipshit. Anyway, who cares? I don't. Not really. Right then, we're going to come to this junction here, and apparently we've got to do a left. Does that mean I've got to go left here then, have I? Okay. Don't like it, but okay. I'm gonna do a left up here, doo-dah, doo-dah. Looks like there's a few other people do lefts up here. Oh, what the fuck now? This was supposed to be relatively simple. Oh, hang on. I spy with my little eye something beginning with blue sign, meaning there's bound to be somewhere up here a fucking motorway. What we got? Ooh, that's interesting. It's also scary as well, if that's the M62 that I'm heading for, because Normanton is up by Castleford. It's in the same vicinity. Possible. But if I'm not mistaken, I'm sure there's a fucking bridge up here that you can't get under. We'll just have to fucking wait and see, won't we? Oh. Very interesting indeed. Very interesting indeed. Never mind, such is life. Yeah. It is turning out to be a very interesting drive, I can't argue there. Billing. That slushing about you may be able to hear is the fact that there are 3 5-gallon drums full of fucking AdBlue in the footwell. Oh yeah. I ain't lying, they're down there. It's not exactly the best place to keep AdBlue, to be fair, but I don't know whether this one's actually got one of those small tanks or whether it's got one of those large tanks. I never really paid any attention this morning. I ain't bothered. I was more concerned about the driver's door not working properly. Yes, even cows get traffic lights. Ha! Oh dear. Yeah. So we are now. There's got to be like either a slip road or junction of some sort, ain't there? Got to be. Unless it's further on. I would imagine it's further on, to be fair, because when I got off the A1, which is junction 38, it ain't exactly 5 minutes up the road. You know what I mean? So. Yeah. It's nice, isn't it? Very nice indeed. And they have the dreaded roadworks. Oh, good grief. It had to happen, indeed. West Yorkshire Police. Oh, that's their depot, is it? Their main place, West Yorkshire Police. Well, I've got to admit, I haven't been down there, so this is definitely new for me. Cool. Normanton. Keep on trucking. I know Wakefield's down that way. That's what the old Doobie Circuit said. So. But I don't want to go that way though. It'd be boring. That means it'll put you on the M1. That's the M1 that way. Which then would put you on the M62, obviously. You know, whatever. This is fun, this is interesting. I like to see shit that I haven't seen before. So I'm going straight out with this one as well. Yeah. I'm still waiting for that, like, aha moment, which it ain't turned up just yet. I've got a funny feeling I might either see an Asda or even a junction like this where DHL is. Is that possible? Could be. It's on the other side of this. There you are, look, see? Well, that was different, wasn't it? I wasn't expecting that. I've got to skew myself round now, then. Yeah, that was rather unexpected. Little worrisome to start with, but I think we got round it eventually, you know what I mean? Yeah, well, there you have it then. I think this is the junction where, over there, which is like the class that part as Castleford, I think, and there's a DHL just over there. I think this is the junction, anyway, it looks like it. Or maybe, unless this is junction 30, is it 31 or 30? Oh, I don't fucking know. But the way this is laid out though, it looks like it. So, yeah, look, Castleford, there's a sign up. Interesting. Very nice indeed. Come on, let's go. It's got to be 8, it's over there. I'm sure it is. And if it ain't this junction, we'll have the next one. We'll soon see as we drive round here, won't we? This could be junction 32 and 31, where I'm thinking I might be down here. Or vice versa. I don't know. It's one of them. Oh well, that's it. We're on the motorway now. On the M62 westbound. Yes. Stick the old cruise control on. Listen to the that sound up there, vibrating away merrily. Which, unless you've got the music on to actually drown it out, it's very annoying. I could do with sticking some tape over it, to be fair, but you need a ladder. Could this be the junction I was on about? Could well be. Could be. For those Bible bashing people, well, being as though it's Friday today, this wonderful February 24th, I think, yeah, 24th, 2017, for those of you that don't know, and for those of you who are in the future right now, watching this from the past, hi, welcome to 2017. Tomorrow, I am taking my bike for an MOT, and I just hope that this is about, and it ain't fucking it down the rain. Let's just take a moment and listen to that horrible noise. Yeah. My MOT is at 12 o'clock. I would have liked to have been earlier so I could have sampled the breakfast, but never mind. Because the place at CMC in Cannock, they've got their own cafe, which is quite nice. But at 12 o'clock, that's not really cafe time, is it? You know, that's dinner time. So I wonder what they're going to serve for dinner. I might have to have an investigation, I think, into whatever. Yes. Looks like I'll better move over. Shorted, because we want junction 27 of the M62, which is the A62. Yes. Then we'll sort of flick around that, sort of like skim it, and then drive down the A650. That's pretty much what we'll be doing, which will take us roughly around about 20 minutes, give or take, depending. Because it ain't saying that I've actually got the sat-nav set up sort of right. I'm on about the actual street. I know roughly where the street is. It's Weaverthorpe, or whether it's Weaverthorpe Avenue or Road, I don't know which, because I think there's two. But it's irrelevant now because I know where I'm going, so I ain't got to worry about that. And believe it or not, if all goes well, as long as I ain't messed about when I get back in the yard, I shouldn't do. I mean, I should get loaded, go out, get back to the yard and go home. Fingers crossed. We'll just have to wait and see. I suppose on the way back we can, well, I can assess the how far they've got with the roadworks on the M60. You know, the type of roadworks that seem to never end. And I was looking on eBay for the PlayStation 2 network adapter. I found one and I purchased it. It arrived the other week, and I was going to have a, open the box and do it, but it's one of those crimped, sealed packages, so that you have to cut it to get into it. And it's never been touched, it's never been opened, it's never been messed with. So I'm looking at this thing thinking, I don't want to open this thing. I really don't want to open it. So I'm going to have to try and find another network adapter for the PlayStation 2 that's already been opened, that's got all the bits with it. So I can use that instead, and I'm going to keep that one as prosperity, I think, because it'd be a shame after all these years, right, for me to actually destroy the packaging just to get to it. I think that'd be a bit of a shame, that would. So I think I might keep it in its original packaging. I just don't. I don't see the point. If I can find one that hasn't been, well, find one that has been already opened, like I'll do that instead. So I'll have to go and buy a new one, another one, so to say. I mean, a few of you there might agree with me actually, because I know that when I posted it, a picture of it on Facebook, there's a lot of people going, no, fucking put it back in the cupboard somewhere and forget about it. So yeah, that's what I might do. I might leave it alone. As a matter of fact, that's what I will do. I'll just leave it alone. I'll have to order me a new one. Damn. Never mind. I was just quite surprised that I won it though. I really was. I was half expecting somebody to outbid me by about 10 or 15 quid, but they didn't. Nope. The reason why I wanted the network adapter in the first place is because I want to stick the PlayStation 2 on. I want to see if I can find a game that can go online with, and to see how it performs, because you know it's an old machine, and back in the day when I used to play my game that I played then was the Need for Speed stuff, and I just thought it was amazing, the quality and blah blah blah. But when I plugged it in and managed to get it to work on my TV, I was like I'm like, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean? I'm like, this is terrible. But you know, as things progress, we forget how good they used to be, and then they are not so good anymore. But I do remember when the PlayStation 2 did come out, after so many months, there was lots of rumours and speculation on how good the machine actually was, and its potential was never really utilised, if you like. It'd be interesting to know if that ever did come about. But I think by that time PlayStation 3 was well and truly on its way, like, you know. And of course now you've got the two versions of PlayStation 4. But to look back as the years go on, I mean, I've now got a PS1, a PS2, 3 and 4, courtesy of my brother for the 1 and 2. He did give me a 3 as well, but it's the old style 3, which again, it still works, it does its thing, but he didn't have the packaging, but I did, from my original one, which was a 60 gig, and I think his was an 80. So what I did is I fetched both packages in for the PlayStation 3 and 2, which I still had, because I'd car booted I threw the 3 away because it had burnt out, and the PlayStation 2 I had, I'd car booted that, and I couldn't find the packaging when I wanted to find it, and so I just sold it on car boot. But when I was routing through the loft months later, I found it. I thought, fuck, that's where it went. That's where it ended up, like, you know. So knowing that, and then being given a PlayStation 2, I fetched the packaging downstairs and cleaned it all off the PlayStation, and then just packed it back in. I mean, I keep all the packaging, I do. Even the wrap, the cellophane wraps, all the control box packaging and that sort of shit, it's all there. So I just stuffed it back in the box, and there we have it. Same with the PlayStation 3 as well, because I got the original PlayStation 3 packaging, so I wrapped it all up, put it in the box, all the controllers as well as what I've got left and bits and pieces I was given. So the only thing I haven't got is the packaging for the PlayStation 1, but I have got like a PlayStation 1 bag that was given to me, so it's in there for the time being. You never know, one day I might come across the packaging for a PlayStation 1. And if I do, I will see if I can acquire it. As soft as it sounds now, if you buy anything that's of worthwhile anyway, you shouldn't really throw the packaging away anyway. You should keep it, and if you look after your stuff, even when it becomes the point where it's obsolete, for argument's sake, you can then put it in your packaging, store it for prosperity, I suppose, in a sense. And I need to move over. I'm in the wrong lane. Let's see if I can move over. Yay! Simple enough. Yeah, I mean, I've got all of it. I've got my TV box. I've got my amplifier box. I've still got boxes from things that have got destroyed, and I've still got the packaging for them upstairs. I've got instruction manuals for all sorts of rubbish. You know, things that don't exist anymore. I don't know what it is. I mean, when it comes to packaging and shit, like, I always keep it. I never throw it away. I don't know. Call me mad, I suppose. But I mean, a lot of people who get something, they'll get the package, just rip it apart and just wang it in a bin, and then that's the end of it. I'm like, what are you doing? Don't do that. You've only got to look at the Antiques Roadshow for an example. When things are in their packaging, they can be worth more. So, you know, it pays to actually keep the packaging. And plus, there is the advantage is if you have got your equipment and you've got the boxes for them and the packaging, if ever you want to move, you can just pack them away. Easy storage, isn't it? You know where everything is. You've got no excuse of losing the remote when you move, anything like that. So, you know. I've always wondered what these vents are for. Is there some sort of hidden underground fucking facility where they've got these vents poking out? Very odd. Very odd indeed. And it looks like they're putting some new lampposts in as well, as if they haven't got enough. I don't get that either. When it comes to street lighting, right, I think personally, if it's an A road, yes, right, but mainly at junctions. If it's a motorway, only at junctions, right, and the mile either side. That's all you need, I think personally. You light up the junction and have the north and south, mile either side, lit up as well for your slip roads. That's what I think. And now I reckon that would save a shitload of money, save a shitload of energy as well, I reckon. If they keep banging these things up, these fucking street lights up, I mean, I imagine they're going to end up taking the old ones out because they've probably passed their sell-by date of some reason, or some new I don't know, format or health and safety has come about where they've got to change them because it's no longer within the regulations of some sort. Because that's another thing that happens as well. They're obviously going to have to remove them because that may be, or they may be much more energy efficient than street lighting. There's always that, which is a possibility. You would like to think so, wouldn't you? Yeah. But on motorways, I don't understand why they tend to have miles upon miles upon miles of motorway which is completely lit up when there's no real need for it. I mean, I understand having the junctions lit up so as you can see when you're approaching, slow down, get off, blah blah blah. Brilliant, great idea, but what is the point in having miles upon miles? Because you can't turn around and say that, oh, you need it so you can see. That's bollocks, because there are sections of motorways through the country which is The M40 is one of them. I think there's a part on the M5 that's the same, and the M6 as well. There's certain sections of the motorway that haven't got street light at all. And if I'm not mistaken, there's a section up on the M6, I think it's between 17 and 18, I think junction 18 hasn't got no lights on that junction whatsoever. You know what I mean? So you can't turn around and say that it's, you need it so you can see. That's crap. That's what your headlights are for. But you imagine the energy you would save if you got rid of all that. It'd be fucking unbelievable, wouldn't it? And of course, that saving should be pushed down onto the public, shouldn't it, really? No. Ain't going to happen, is it? Yeah, well. Can always live in hope. That looks orange, doesn't it? Well, we're almost here. We ain't far away. Bradford, yay! This part of Bradford always reminds me of an old, like, mining area, like a mining town of sorts, because of all these old sandstone buildings are around. And then you get past this bit and get down there and it gets very cluttered. And then if you just carry on probably about, let's have an estimate 2.5 miles and you're in the centre. Yeah, I mean, you're driving past the Hollywood Bowl, like sort of thing. That might be about maybe 4 miles further on down the road, like, you know. Seems to like dramatically change from this kind of rural, we say, you know, suburban, then it just goes city. Because it is a city, Bradford City. And this is the set of lights that no one ever seems to know what the fuck they're doing. Because you've got these here for the school, right? You've got a next set there for that junction, which has got a double set because you've got a two-way junction that sort of sweep across each other. And what amazes me is that 9 times out of 10 they tend to either jump the lights and end up in the box, which then blocks whichever way is going to be, which they shouldn't be because the box is there. Like this dude here, right? Even though nobody can get near him and the lights are on green, he's still sitting in the box. He shouldn't be in the box. The box should be kept clear, right? Unless he was actually turning right, which as you look at this junction has been labelled out properly so that the box is there to keep it clear for traffic coming from the right, and there's no box in the right turn lane, which is obvious. Now I've got enough room now to get past and go over that box. Lights are on green, I can move over, and that's what I need to do. And it goes with all the rest of them here. You don't pass the box until there's room for you to actually fit your vehicle the other side, and if that's the case, then you're fine, you can carry on with it. Ow. And then what it does, it creates like a blockage with the traffic, because there's a set of lights further on, 2 sets of lights actually further on, but the first ones you see, they're independent to whatever happens here, and those can be all chocked up. These can be on green and yet you can't get through because it's backed up all the way to the box. I've actually sat here, right, and waited until there's a gap over the other side of there, and there's all these lights here. You can see there's all that space. I could probably just about fit in that bit there, but to be honest with you, it ain't worth it. So I've had it where it's been on the other side of that box, and I've had somebody actually sat there in the box on the very edge of it, And I've waited, and these lights have actually gone through, cycled twice. But on the second time when it come to green again, and I was able to go across, the traffic had actually started to free up and move freely. So then everybody got their destination sorted out, which is easier. Why? That's just me. So as I'm watching now, like the gap over there is increased, and now more lights are changing, so I can go. There's enough room there for me to carry on through and get over. Plenty of room. But you're not allowed in the box. That's the road. That's the the highway code. That's what it's there for. It's a clear way to keep vehicles out because of traffic coming from either direction. Right. Hence the reason why you can stay in the box if you're turning right. Simple as that. You can't stay in the box if you're turning left. Right? You just can't do it. Waiting. There's enough room, I can go. It ain't hard. No, you just have to try and gauge it as best you can. I could do a whole new fucking YouTube channel on the road signs and the way people perceive them and the mistakes that people do. I tell you how the rules of situations, junctions and boxes and islands, the people either don't know or forget. Anyway, we're here. We've got a bit of a queue. We've got a bit of a queue to get in. No good, is it? Yeah. Might as well wait here for me, don't we? Sitting at the junction. There's an island, even though you can't see the paintwork. It's all worn out. But there is an actual island there. So waiting for that one to go down there. He's driving through, and now I can go. Lovely, nothing coming. Happy days. Well, then I'm going to go, and I will speak to you a lot later. Depending on how I feel, or depending on whether I stick the cameras on to get back home. I might do. Depends. Wait and see. Bye. Tiddle peep and all that. Roll me. Off you pop.